My job at the stadium is to make sure all the mechanical and electrical and anything that moves works, and kind of make sure that whole thing gives the fan experience that Mr. Jones has requested, and keep everybody comfortable and leaving this place feeling as good as when they came in. The most unique features of the stadium obviously are the giant doors on the end zones. We can open those and let nice breezes come in. Our big roof up top, we can open that and make it feel like an open air stadium. We have 11,000 tons of air conditioning, so we can keep the fans cool during a game even if we want to keep everything closed up. The whole stadium was designed with the fan in mind, so we try to put a lot of glass in the stadium. It's very much natural air, natural light, and make you feel like you're outside, but also in just a really nice atmosphere, a high-end type of a hotel lobby, if you will. We can get up to 100,000 plus people into this stadium. We've had that for various games. We can seat 70 to 80,000 easily. We'll be able to expand up to seating 100,000 for the Super Bowl. And then we have our standing room only areas, which are our platforms, our party passes, our plazas on both sides. We have 3 to 4 acres on each side. We can get 120, 150,000 people here experiencing a Cowboy game. We have a lot of people that really make this stadium work behind the scenes. For example, we're doing college football and Cowboy games back-to-back days. Those are completely different fields, and we'll have a crew come in overnight, pull one field, put the other field down. Post-game on the college, we'll have an army of about 50 people cleaning all these stands, so when they come in for the Cowboy game, nobody will see a speck of dirt or trash anywhere in the stands. We have people doing all of that. We can go from college to Cowboys to high school. We'll have dirt events here where we've brought in tons of dirt, and we can swap all that out very easily. Well, it all really comes from the top. Mr. Jones really is all about the fan experience. It needs to be an excellent fan experience, so the fan comes in and leaves happy, feeling like they really experienced something unique. And this is not just a football stadium. He didn't want a place where people would come and say, oh, that's a normal football stadium. He built a place where you'd come in and experience fit and finish like you've never seen before. There's art throughout the stadium, so there's a museum feel to it. The concession stands all are upscale marble and carpeting, and even the elevators have glass pictures of old cowboy people in it. And everything is an upscale feature that you'd never see in another football stadium. And it comes from Mr. Jones saying, this is not a football experience, this is a fan experience. No matter what the event, you're going to come here and feel like this was a great place that you just came to. I love taking people on tours. The first time, I'll kind of hide the big board, and you walk in and they get the first view of the giant video board, and they're in awe of it. And then you'll take them down and walk them on the star, and we take it for granted because we're here every day. But the stadium truly is amazing. When you're standing on the star looking around at all the glass and all the enormity of it, it is pretty amazing to see people's reactions. With our people, we're doing a lot of the creature comforts, the air and the light. And so as we're walking around, we're supposed to be listening to the fans. And if somebody's saying they're hot, we respond to that. There was an incident on one of our Monday Night Football games. There was a field reporter that was on the field and said, boy, it's kind of warm in here. And we had the whole crew jumping through. We were getting field temperatures, checking our air. Any response like that, we are making sure that the people are going to have a good experience and try to feel good in here. Super Bowl will be coming up in February, and we're planning for that already. And prior to that, we have the Cowboy season. We have college games coming up. We have a Pacquiao fight coming again. We'll have dirt. We have a Supercross and motocross coming in again. So we have all kind of the usual things, but the big one coming up is obviously the Super Bowl. Suppliers are extremely important. We have good partnerships with multiples. Encore is one of them. We couldn't make this thing work without having a lot of good relationships. It's just too complicated. We have to have reliable power, reliable delivery, reliable partnerships with everybody. And that's the only way you can make something like this, which is not just a football stadium, work. The Cowboy Stadium, we really all are guiding by the same principle. And Paul was brought in because the old stadium didn't really have that customer service liaison. And Paul is the customer service liaison. And he has brought that vision down from the Joneses and passed it out more among the other departments. In the past, a department like mine, which was more of the engineering, maintenance, keeping the building running, didn't really think they were supporting the fan as much. And so I think bringing Paul in was part of the Joneses' vision of saying, we need to really focus on that. The reason we're doing this is it's important for every department. You are all about customer service. No matter what you do in this stadium, it's customer service. The building itself is a technological marvel also. We can control anything in here. I can actually control from my iPhone air conditioning, lighting, and do all of that from anywhere that I can get a signal on my phone. 4 of our lights are on, and I can go and turn them off just by clicking the button. We have a tunnel that goes around the whole field level. It's actually a wide tunnel, so 2 tractor trailers can pass each other, or 2 team buses, and that gets to all 4 of our quadrants where our freight elevators are, so you can go vertical or around the stadium very easily at a truck level, and then offload and get things to wherever you need to. Beer to all the concessions, you can get all the food to all the concessions. When you're feeding 100,000 people, you need to get to the point of sale, and it was designed for a logistic flow very, very well. That tunnel is kind of a key aspect of that. I'm in engineering, and I've always been in the facility side engineering, and engineering is all about customer service in a different way. We never see the true end customer in manufacturing, and here we don't interact as much with the fan, but a lot of our service is going to internal customers. We support the sales and marketing team because you can't sell a suite unless the suite works properly. We support the front end staff that's dealing with the customer, because if a door's not working right or the air is not good, they're getting all the complaints. We have to help them out. So there's a lot of communication there. And so my background was always dealing with internal customers, customer support, but it was still all the same thing. It's all about somebody else has to be pleased. And right now it's the fan, and that's what we're doing. Exterior architecture was designed to look really good, but it also is a design feature that is energy efficient. They slope the glass outward at 14 degrees, use double pane glass, and put a ceramic frit in. And all of that helps to greatly reduce the energy because we're not getting the sun load. And with this much glass surface, the sun would be creating a huge amount of heat. Because of that design feature, which looks great, we are saving tons of energy. The design of these arches has allowed us to do everything that we have done in here. We couldn't really lower and raise the center board. We probably couldn't have that center board without these arches. And that's what the feature that everybody points out. The quarter-mile arches is something that nobody has done before, and the whole stadium is really based around that one feature.